Guys, if we go to Tafsir al-Qurtubi, for chapter 38 of the Qur'an, ayah 23, look what it says. And Nahas said, and the Arabs refer to a woman in Islam, Muslim woman, as goat, a sheep, because she's silent and weak. So women in Islam are weak. They are considered to be animals. Women are cows, horses, and camels, for all are ridden. لَإِنَّ الْكُلْ مَرْكُوب. So your only status in Islam as woman, as a Muslim woman, you are nothing but a piece of meat. You are a talking, walking animal to be ridden. That's your only job in Islam. And Muslims want to convince us that Islam gave respect to women, while the Qur'an is saying that you are an animal. You're a cow. You're a cow in Islam. You are a cow in Islam. That's what you are. Imagine, guys, I think this is Aisha or Hafsa, one of the wives of Muhammad. What do you think, guys? Which one is this? I think this is Hafsa, maybe. Or could it be Sauda, because she was very fat? I don't know. Women in Islam are cows? No, that's what the Quran teaches. I have nothing to do with it, huh? Muslims, don't hate me. These are your books. This is your tafsir for the Quran by Tafsir al-Qurtubi. Okay? I have nothing to do with it. That's what Islam teaches about women. That's what Islam teaches about women. Women are cows, horses, and camels, goats, and sheep, because they are all ridden. Tafsir al-Qurtubi. Tafsir al-Qurtubi. And Brother Phil Herrera gave you the link. Rob, can you prove it from the Arabic? Sure, why not? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? Let me get the Arabic for you before you call me a liar. Rob, you're lying, Rob. You're always lying, Rob. Yeah, of course I'm lying. I'm like you Muslims. I'm like you Muslims. I lie. I always lie, yeah. But if I read your books means I'm lying, that means, okay, I'm a liar like you. Look, this is Tafsir al-Qurtubi. Chapter 38, Surah Al-Sad, Ayah 23. Look, we scroll down. Tafsir al-Qurtubi. Not Tafsir of Christian. No. Not Tafsir of Christian, Tafsir al-Qurtubi, okay? And Brother Phil already provided the link. If we go to the part, look, on the same page, here. قال النحاس, that the Arabs call women sheep and goats because they are very weak and silent. And the women are like cows, camels, and horses because all of them are to be ridden. لأن الكل مركوب. All of them are to be ridden. You see it? I have nothing to do with Tafsir al-Qurtubi. I'm only reading. And I'm asking you the question. Do you accept this about your mother or about yourself, Muslim ladies? Muslim man, listen carefully. Do you accept about the fact that Allah calls your mother who gave birth to you a cow? Because she is only good to be ridden. Look, copy. We go to Google Translate. Let's go to Google Translate, brother. Before you call me a liar, like always. Hooked. That comes out funny. Why? Markub becomes hooked. Wait, if I take the whole thing. If I take the whole thing from here. قال النحاس all the way down. Let's see how it will come out. Because Google machine sometimes, I don't know why it. Everybody's hooked. Yeah. The word is markoob, look. Markoob, like irkab irkab ya mahboob. The hasa, the Arabs refer to women as the e and the sheep because of she is stillness, miracle, what? Weakness of aspect. It may be called the cow, the room, and the she camel. So women are cows, room, I don't know what a room is in English, and she camel because everyone is hooked. No, markoob means ridden. Transport device. So you are a transport device as a woman in Islam. You get the idea, right, guys? So you're an animal to be ridden. That's what you are. Animal to be ridden is a woman in Islam. That's what you are. Women to be ridden. You get the idea. Aywa. You accept this about you, your mothers, your daughters? This is the position of Islam, yes. Face down, ass up. Only good for dingy dingy. Yes. That's your only position in Islam. Keep riding the woman, guys. Face up, face down, ass up. Yes. Your mothers, your daughters and sisters. Who wants to be my horse? Yeah, exactly. I mean, do you know any horses in Islam or maybe cows? I mean, I know a couple of guys who are in need. We need an animal in the shape of a female lady in Islam. This is what Islam teaches about women. Yes, Rob. Because all of them are to be ridden like horses and cows. They are good for one thing, to produce jihadi boys. To produce jihadi boys so they can take women as sex slaves and kill the men. Women are only walking, talking vaginas in Islam, brother. To prove it more, if we go to fiqh books. Fiqh is, guys, is basically the end game of Islam. The end game of Islam is fiqh and sharia, right? Fiqh and sharia. Islamic jurisprudence, like the four madhabs, the fiqh schools, Shafi'i, Hanbali, etc., right? Fiqh and sharia are the end game. They give deeper meaning for Islam, right, guys? Here is a book for fiqh called Ghida al-Albab, Sharh Manzumat al-Adab, Volume 2. We open this book, we go to page 210. Here's the entire page. Let me make it bigger. Look what women in Islam are according to ulama. The ulama said, the scholars of the Islamic cult said that 8 types of animals menstruate. And among them is the first one is the woman, al-mar'ah. Right? So a woman is nothing but an animal. So you see, guys, where the scholars getting it from? From the Qur'an. Right? The Qur'an calls you an animal. So a woman in Islam is an animal. She is an animal that menstruates. And she's compared to a hyena, compared to a bat, a rabbit, a dog, a female horse, a she camel, and a she gecko. You know what a gecko is, right? It's a salamander, let's say. A lizard, call it whatever you want to call it. So a woman in Islam is a menstruating animal? Yes. And all of them are being ridden? Yes. Congratulations, Muslim woman. Congratulations for your beautiful religion. This is what Islam thinks of you women. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you that you follow this religion, this filthy satanic cult. Congratulations. This is what will happen to you if you get married to a Muslim man. I'm talking to the women who are in love with the Muslim man and they want to convert to Islam. This is what your status will be in Islam. You're nothing but a walking, talking vagina, and you're only good for one thing, to be breed. If you, maybe some women like that stuff. You know, some women love that, to be controlled by men. Oh, I love the idea that my husband controls me, brother. I want to be his dog. Yeah, some women are into that nasty stuff. Yeah, okay, congratulations. I suggest you to become a Muslim. It's good for you. Right? To be manhandled. Right. So guys, in other words, this is what Islam teaches. Everything in Islam is halal. Polygamy, as many women as you can want. Sex slave. Even children are not safe. You can be a pedophile if you like your prophet. But when they look at the Western world, they say, look at this, it's haram, brother. We see a beautiful girl who is in love with her friend, and they want to get married. This is haram, brother, but this is not haram. Walking like an animal, having sex slaves naked, and by the way, they must be naked, huh? Okay? This is, okay, child abuse is halal, brother. Chapter 65, ayah 4. Polygamy, 4:3 of the Qur'an. Chapter 4, ayah 24, sex slaves, war booty, hiring a Muslim woman, treating them as prostitutes. It's all halal, brother. But the West is haram. But they love to live among us, these hypocrites. Didn't Muhammad say in a Sahih Hadith, I wash my hands from you Muslims who live among the kuffar? So what are you doing here? The Mimi and Lily hijabs and the Pikachus, Daniel Pikachus, all of these hypocrites. What are you doing in the West? Didn't your prophet wash his hands from you people who live among the kuffar? According to your prophet, you must live among the Muslims. So why are you living among the kuffar? If the West is so bad, go back to your lovely countries. If Pakistan is such a beautiful country for you, go back. Why are you here? Here is more. What does the Quran say more? I mean, we already get the idea, Rob. Rob, you're boring, Rob. Stop boring us to death, Rob. We already get the idea. Women in Islam are animals. What can you tell us more about the Quran? What does the Quran say more? Okay, no problem. I'm here to serve. What did Allah call us? Imagine, guys, you're a Muslim lady. You think Islam is beautiful. You have been told that Islam is the most truthful religion out there. The Christians and the Jews, they have corrupted their book. We follow the true religion, the perfected religion of God, which is Islam, brother. But did you know, sister, in Islam, sister, did you know what Allah called us in the Quran? No. What did Allah call us?
Emotional damage.
Well, let's see what Allah called women who will go to Jannah. If we go to a tafsir book like this one, Shaqaq al-Atraj fi Raqaq al-Ghunj, by Jalal ad-Din al-Suyuti, by Jalal ad-Din Abd al-Rahman bin Abi Bakr al-Suyuti, in his book, who died in the year 911 Hijrah. The Imam Jalal ad-Din al-Suyuti himself, the expert among experts. In his book, if we open the page 69, let me make it bigger for everybody. Here's the entire page, look. Page 69 in the Arabic of this book, page 69. Okay? Page 69 of this book. Page 69. We go on top. Read with me. Look. قال الله تعالى. So Allah is talking for the ayah, right? في صفة نساء أهل الجنة. في صفة نساء أهل الجنة. إن شأنهن إنشان فجعلنهن أبكارا عربا أطرابا. Quran. This is Quran, guys. When you see these beautiful brackets, it's always talking about the Quran. And this is Surah Al-Waqi'ah, chapter 56, ayat 35 and 37. And specifically the word عربا. عربا. What is عربا? أطبق المفسرون وأهل اللغة على إن العرب جمع عربة أو عرب وإنها القحبة. Rob, what does that mean? Here's what it means. The scholars of the Arabic language and the commentators for the Quran agreed that the word عربا means, let me make it bigger. It means what? The whore. So Allah calls you a whore? According to Allah, if you go to Jannah as a Muslim lady, your mother, your sister are whore, sisters, daughters are whores. So you're not only an animal, but you're a whore as well. So you're an animal plus a whore. I mean, that's I'm convinced. Khalas, I'm going to take my shahada after today's live stream. I'm convinced that Islam is the truth now. This is Allah? Yes, guys, this is Allah talking. This is what Allah thinks of Muslim women. This is what Allah thinks of Muslim women. Translation. Here is a translation for the page. Again, the book title is called Shaqaq al-Atrash fi Raqaq al-Ghunj. To explain the ayah, in chapter 56, ayah 37, by the scholar Jalaluddin al-Suyuti. Al-Suyuti explains that the meaning on page 69 of Uruban Atraba, the word Uruban here in green, the commentators and the scholars of the Arabic language agreed that the word Uruban means whore. Your mom in Jannah will be called what? A whore. I mean, Allah is not a pimp. Allah is not a pimp. No.
Emotional, damn it. Emotional, damn it.
Really, Muslims? Your mother is a hoe? She's a hoe. She's a hoe. Your mother is what? She's a hoe. She's a hoe.
Emotional, damn it.
So your mother who gave birth to you and carried you for 9 months in her belly, and your beloved wife and your precious daughter, if she goes to Jannah of Allah, her nickname will be a whore? Yeah, well, yeah, that's what it says. That's what it says. That's what you are in Islam. A whore. Imagine, guys, you're nothing but a woman of the streets in the eyes of Allah and Muhammad. Now I understand that the respect what Muslims are talking about. Yeah, your Allah always talks about sex. Your Prophet always talks about sex. So are you embarrassed that we are quoting your books? Your Prophet, your Allah? Allah himself calls you this in the Quran. Look, if we go to chapter 56, it's not my problem that you don't know Arabic. Ayah 37, here is the word, Uruban. Look.
Uruban atraba.
The first word, Uruban, listen carefully.
Uruban, Uruban, Uruban.
Here, this word, Allah calls you a whore. Why are you such a scumbag? Why don't you accept what your books are saying? Hey, brother. Protestant believer, how are you, my friend? God bless you. Nice to see you, brother. God bless. Hope you're okay. I mean, really, Muslims? Really? Is this what your religion is all about? And we are proud of that, yes. What a religion, bro. What a religion. You're a whore. Look, here's the word. Qahba. Qahba. You're a qahba in the eyes of Allah. If you go to Jannah, Uruban means qahba. أطبق المفسرون وأهل اللغة على إن العرب جمع عربة is the plural form of عربة أو عرب وإنها القحبة. Woman of the streets, you're a whore. You're a whore. What a religion.
Emotional, damn.
Of course they lie about the translation. Of course. Look, this is a false translation. What do you think? Of course they're going to lie. It's one word. The beloved of their husbands. Why don't you just translate it correctly and call it whore? Guys, if we go to Tafsir Ibn Kathir, things will become interesting. Look what Ibn Kathir does. The scumbag Ibn Kathir, Protestant believer brother, pay attention, and others. Look what Tafsir Ibn Kathir in the English translation says. If we go to the translation of Ibn Kathir, same ayah, right? And we look for the word Uruban. Here's Ibn Kathir, right? Look, Ibn Kathir. We look for the word Urub. Urub. Here. Look, guys, read with me. What is the meaning of Uruban? Sa'id bin Jubayr reported that Ibn Abbas said. So Ibn Abbas is going to give a description. What Ibn Kathir does, guys, he doesn't give you the meaning. Again, Ibn Kathir, the filthy scumbag Ibn Kathir, is too embarrassed to give you the actual meaning of the word, like Jalaluddin al-Suyuti, because Jalaluddin al-Suyuti is more honest in his tafsir. So Ibn Kathir is too embarrassed. He's a filthy scumbag coward, like any scholar out there. And remember, Ibn Kathir lived in the 14th century, right? He's not among the Salaf. He came much later with his tafsir to defend his Qur'an. He's too scared. He's a coward to give us the actual meaning. So what does he do? He gives us a description in his tafsir. The women, when they go to Jannah, they are in an infatuated state with their husband. Haven't you ever seen? So look what Ibn Kathir describes the women of Jannah. An animal, a she-camel in heat, a horny she-camel. So your mother or wife or daughter, she is a she-camel, a horny she-camel to be specific, a horny she-camel in heat. Haven't you seen this? She's like that. She is like that. That's what Ibn Kathir says. He doesn't want to say the word. Ibn Kathir, does not want to say the word whore. He just called your mother a she-camel. So he gives us only a description. He doesn't give us the definition of the word uruban, this word here. So these scumbags, bro. Ibn Kathir, like any scholar, like Ibn Footnote, Ibn Fibn, all of them are a bunch of scumbags. They will deceive. They will only give us descriptions. And they will not dare to give us a true meaning. Unlike, in this case, Imam Jalaluddin al-Suyuti, who gave us the true definition of the word. Uruban means, hear this word here, means qahba, a whore. This is how they deceive even the Arabs. Even the Arabs are getting deceived, guys. If you don't study the books, you will never ever understand what the word uruban means, because uruban is not a modern day used word, right? Uruban is not used in today's Arabic, basically. It's a classical word, right? So you need literally to go to the Islamic tafsir books to understand what the meaning of uruban is. And here we have As-Suyuti explaining that all the commentators, all the scholars of the Arabic language say that it means a whore. You see it? So Ibn Kathir is a scumbag. Yes. He calls your mother a whore she-camel, though. She's a she-camel like that. She's like that. Haven't you ever seen a she-camel who is horny, who is in heat? She's like that. That's Ibn Abbas for you. Beautiful.